Righty, so we've got, I think, 4 drakes total now. And so we'll see what we can do here and see whether or not the effectiveness goes up. All right, we're gonna have to warp to a different one.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna do a timer on this one, see how long it takes with 4, like we've been doing. All right, we'll do this one. So just a request is put drones onto the turrets so we get them taken out nice and fast. And then we really don't even have to really move anywhere.
Module has run out of charges.
I decided not to reload that one because I was having to reload both of them at the same time. And I don't know what I'm going to do if I have to reload like 8 of them at the same time. I get a little bit messy. And I actually don't know if I'm running 8 at the same time, whether or not how I would handle drones as well. Well, maybe if I had 8 of these, I wouldn't have to reload at all in a site. Potentially possible. Been through this pretty fast now. These ones, by the way, the squad site, these have the ability to give the 10 of 10 escalations. There's 4 different escalations that can be prompted by this. And then we can also get sentient spawn. Evo preview is a hell of a drug. Yeah, it's a hell of a resource hog too. But yes. Imagine doing this with Gerstus rally points. Yeah, so it could be quite interesting, you know, with doing this in other spots, and then the you know, we have all the salvage and loot from like the Gerstus rally points, and the effects of that could be pretty good. You end up with a lot of loot, so it's like, you know, you go out for I don't know, it's like, you know, you go out and do this for an hour, or like 8 sites, however long it takes, do 8 sites, and then you send each one of the 8 to one of the sites to clean them up, something like that. The loot might be good. Now, this one and the rally points, you won't have a capital spawn. So, at least that wouldn't be a worry. Horde sites is, you know, kind of where I'm going with this. To, you know, kind of get to a point of doing a lot of those. Although I'd rather have the loot. I really would like to have the loot. The new cap spawn is pretty deadly. Yes, well, if we have cap spawn on anything, it'd be like everybody immediately pull in your drones and we're warping. And we try and get out. And we just lose one ship. But the, you know, I find a certain amount of loss is acceptable. And so that's what, you know, a certain amount is acceptable. What I endeavor to do with stuff like this is 3x the cost for a loss minimum. So like these, if they're 150 million each for full build, then I want to make 450 million or more per loss. And that's kind of in the not necessarily in the realm of getting escalations, which this could provide a lot of escalations. Well, and then I wonder if taking the fleet into an escalation too, if they would survive well. These have got pretty good tank. Or maybe bring one extra shield regen module, because I did have a little bit of trouble in the one thing that I went into. So bring in an extra shield regen module with each one of them, and then swap that out for damage if you're going in for an escalation. Outgrowth Rogue Drone Hive. We just got an escalation. Okay, pull in your drones. It's only 3 jumps away. 5 of 10? This would be a 10 of 10. This is not a 5 of 10, this is a 10 of 10. You want to do it? Yeah, this is a 10 of 10. Yeah, I'm not against doing it. I mean, you know, Becky, you, it's my Drakes, right? Are you, I mean, it's going to take us, you know, potentially like an hour and a half to do it. Or more, I don't know. I mean, if you want to hang around and do it, we can do it. If it's just going to be me, myself, and I don't have enough of me and myself and I in these to do it. So, and we would need to go get more ammo. Oh, how did we do? We did that in what, 8.5 minutes? I forgot to see where the timer stopped. You know, where it was at. Kind of early, late for you. Okay, let's just go do some more of these squad sites, and then I figure it out. All right, all the drones are in.
Warp drive active.
Okay, yeah, if you're taking off too, you just contract them back whenever you're done. So with 4 of these, we did it in like 8.5 minutes on a squad site. That is close to, I think I can do them in 7 minutes in a Paladin. Set your drones on the tower sentries. Yeah, maybe you get if you end up with an escalation. I don't think that the fleet leader gets everything. That would be interesting if that's the way it works, but if we don't, you can. If you get an escalation, then you can like run it after you've, run it tomorrow or whatever. Oh, no idea what you're doing with the drone escalations. Well, if you have a Paladin, you could go run it. You pretty much. I mean, I run it in Risk Tar. It takes like 4 hours though in Risk Tar. Fit with an Ishtar. It can be done though. Otherwise, Paladin. Think it was the biggest ship fight? You could probably do it in a Tengu. You just have to have really good shield rep and I don't know, 1100 DPS. The final boss that pays out so much, the Hive Mother,
Module has run out of charges.
is a beast. With 4 of these, we're at a pretty good pace. Trying to see if my drones over here would eventually auto aggro again. They just don't seem to be. Yeah, I know they only auto aggro if you take damage. So sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, and so it's like I wonder if it's if the site takes into account how many players are in working it when it does an escalation, or if it's just that the site has a chance of giving an escalation and the number of players doesn't matter. Yeah, I could just assist drones to my main. It's a lot of work to... I mean, maybe if I could make a macro for that, if I had, you know, multiple accounts. Otherwise, I feel like that's a lot of work to do Drone Bunny. If the site is longer, see, when you pull them in, you have to, and when you pull them back out again, you have to do the Drone Bunny again. And so if you're going through gates or whatnot, you know, maybe in a haven or a horde site, maybe it would be different, it'd be more worth it. In these, we're doing them pretty quick. 8.5 minutes right now with 4 of us.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Brainfart Book just followed.
Bird Buck. Welcome. Becky, yes. Well, the, Abyssals, I've been ganked on exit on them too. It's not a moneymaker if you're streaming it. There's one person I've seen doing Abyssals quite often, and they're high end. You know, maybe he's obfuscating his location well or something. Because you just got, you know, billions at risk at the high end stuff. Gustav, might be. This wave will go really quick. There's all cruisers. Picks are not real high. All right, pull in drones. No loot here. Right, warping to another squad. Don't know if there's anybody in there or not.
Drive active.
We'll find out. Guess you missed 7 days free Omega? No, I think it's still available. I'm gonna bounce out of this one.
Warp drive active.
Bounce out of this one too.
Warp drive active.
All right, we're gonna bounce out of this one too. If this next one has somebody in it, then we'll try going to a
Warp drive active.
patrol. There's 2 patrols as well. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it in this system. Overall, in a different one. All right, we'll do this one. Might be your last site. Okay, we'll warp back up to station after this one.
A module has run out of charges.
I look forward to pushing this setup. I'm gonna have to start working on getting some characters out into Null that can train into this, at least at the basics. Yeah, not too bad of train, especially if I build these in at Tier 1. Tech 1. I can't say that this fit is totally dialed in yet either. there torpedoes that are auto target? I wonder. Because like I could run like one of them that has, you know, if I'm doing 8 of them, most of them with these heavy missiles, but you know, one of them that has light, one of them that has torpedo, if that's an option, and then they're just a little bit more effective across the board at taking stuff out. I don't know. Nope on the torpedoes. Okay. So I might just, if I do a fleet of these, put in one that's light missiles. It depends on what I'm, you know, what I'm primarily running. If I'm probably running horde sites, then there's a lot of bigger ships. Some of these other sites would have a lot of smaller ships, and that would be good with the light missiles. Cruise's biggest? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna have like maybe. No, I'll have to see how that feels. I'm kind of thinking though that, you know, potentially having a variety might be good, at least a little bit, primarily on whatever is most effective, and then just a little bit variety for the outliers. Not that each one of them is going to be, you know, individually targeting correctly on that, because they're just going to go over for the closest, but it will cover gaps on stuff where I'm not as effective, like these here with frigates. Not very effective. They're very good with cruisers, and they're okay with battleships. Beard's gray. Yeah, I started going gray when I was like 21, 22. Real early. Alright, this last wave. This one had some battleships in it. There it is. Alright, no loot on this one either. Yep, pull the drones in and we'll head up to the station. In.
Warp drive active.
Well, not bad. Not too hard to manage. Used up most of the ammo.
Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, you can just trade these to me. We just did 4 drakes. And, worked out. There's daily goal stuff. Hey, Becky. Thanks for the assist. How to get back to the other stuff. Like I've nearly completed 3 of them. Trying to figure out where the reward stuff is. Maybe it's in this. Rewards 34. Don't these things just start auto-claiming or whatever when you don't pay attention to them enough? Still processing. Oh, I got Omega time. Really? Or, I don't know. Oh my God. Still says it's processing. Maybe I had too many of them in there. All right, Becky. I'm not too worried about it. Thank you. And I got 2 active. Oh, well, these are the escalations. Daily goal thing. Claim all the rewards properly now? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I don't know really what I got. You know, I wish that this would have a good log of stuff. I'm not sure that it does. It's like one thing, like when you get more Omega time added, where does it show the log on that? You know, where does it show other stuff? It's like, I don't know. I just don't know. And here's my other guy here. I got so much stuff in here and I haven't even been paying attention to what all it is. Yeah. I don't even know. And then I've got stuff in here. I wonder if he has stuff to claim as well. 53 unclaimed rewards. Hung up. It doesn't like me scrolling in here. All this stuff. I don't want all these reward bundles on him. But he's one that's collected all of them, right? So another character on the same account would... Oh, I guess you guys can't see it all, can you? Another character on the same account would have all this stuff as well, because this is overall progress of an individual, not the account. There's like a whole bunch of stuff in here that I wouldn't want to claim out here. But I'm not going to high sec with this character either, so just claim it all. Oh, I guess it goes into here, doesn't it? All right, then it can be claimed by my high sec character. All right. All right. So all the ISK rewards. My goodness. I mean, not that it's going to be a whole lot. $3.1 million. And then all these other rewards for things. What the market is like out here for these mastered arms. Not very many selling every day. Use them on myself. All right, watching on YouTube. See you in the next episode.